Hello, Patreons. Welcome to another month of creator commentary, where I'm a creator and I comment on things that I've made in the past. It's a fun time. I ramble and I'm unedited and we're just hanging out, talking, and it's fun. If you're a new Patreon, welcome. If you're an old Patreon, thank you. Thank you to both. But this month, I will be doing, as you can see, the Torn Face FX makeup tutorial. This is one of my very first tutorials, and I have plenty to say about it, so let's get started. So this video was monumentous for me for many reasons. One, it's one of my first collabs. I think it might be my first collab on my channel, actually. That's Kissa taking my makeup off, and she was one of my very first friends that I met through this whole social media thing. But funny thing you guys might not know is that we didn't technically meet through us being social media, well, aspiring social media makeup artists. We met in a Facebook group, like an LA Facebook group, which is pretty cool. So she met me, as a lot of you probably already know, my first name is Lauren. Weird, I know. But she met me as Lauren, and when we used to go to conventions together really early on, she was so in the habit of calling me Lauren that she called me that in front of meeting some fans for the first time, and every time we would kind of exchange a look like, ooh. And that was always funny. So anyway, we spent a lot of time together around this time. She lived close to me. She doesn't anymore, so sad, but we did this video together, and we were also hanging out with Samantha that day. Samantha. So this day was super stressful for me, but fun, because I fangirled meeting Samantha. She was one of the first social media people that I met that was like really big at the time, and I thought she was super cool and down to earth and funny. So she was there for the whole filming of this, and I just remember sitting there thinking like, am I getting in over my head, just like making tutorials and having this be life now? But super, super nice. We had a lot of fun that day. We ate pizza, I think pineapple pizza. Anyway, I filmed this in Kissa's studio setup, so this is not my setup. And I remember thinking like, man, she's got a way nicer camera than me, and I got to up my game, and she's got a monitor so she can watch herself, and this is some high-tech stuff. And she really inspired me to make my setup better. As far as the makeup look goes, this is something that I used to do frequently. This kind of general technique I would mix and match a little bit and change the shape of, but I did this exact thing kind of frequently when I worked at a haunted house in Philadelphia. It was an abandoned prison called Terror Behind the Walls Eastern State Penitentiary, and I would do variations of this ripped skin using cotton and latex and then color it with alcohol activated paints. So this was kind of my, you know how everyone has like a comfort food? This was my comfort food of FX makeup. It was a staple that I was used to doing that I thought would make for a good tutorial, especially when I'm under pressure around people that I really like. And I like how it came out, but it's funny because I don't feel like it's the best time I ever did it. But of course, you can never predict those kinds of things. Sometimes you have a really good day with a look that you've done a million times, and sometimes it doesn't turn out as good for whatever reason. I think I overdid the black base right there, but the bruising always kind of saves the day for this sort of look, and it's super versatile, so I thought it would be a really good one to share early on. It's kind of incredible to me, though, looking at this, that this is only a 5-minute tutorial, because the videos I'm putting up now are so long. I mean, you guys know. I just put up a 47-minute video last week. Not that that's the new norm, but anything under 12 minutes now, 13 minutes now would seem super, super short. So to think that I got through a whole video and cut out trimmed all the fat and all the bloopers out of it for the most part back then is really weird. YouTube used to promote and like short form content around this time. So, you know, a lot of YouTubers just follow what is going to help us get seen in search results. And at the time, the thing was short, succinct, to the point makeup tutorials, and now people want to focus less on instruction and they want to see the personalities behind this more. And I always wanted to bring some of that into my videos. I've always put bloopers into things. I've always shown like those little behind the scene type moments. But now, luckily, I really like that we get to focus on that a lot more than we used to. So, not that I don't like this video. I definitely do. It brings back a lot of really good memories and a lot of just early beginning type feels. But yeah, it's weird to see what a long way the channel has come, and now these people are my friends, and I don't get to see either of them hardly ever anymore, but it's just crazy how things start. And wow, that hair job is really bad. That's when I used to dye my own hair using purple shampoo. I would just let it sit on my hair, which can work out fine sometimes, but mine was always streaky as hell. Like, what is that? I don't know, but good times, old times. Thank you guys for, again, being Patreons. You have no idea what it means to me. I know that those probably sound like empty words, but I truly can't express how much I appreciate you guys, how good it feels, and I will see you well, I'll hear you, you'll hear me next month for the next creator commentary. Goodbye.